today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard
line. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
On the scramble. He's tackled at the
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
1-yard gain.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Ito Smith. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Out to his left. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now slant to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
In pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Burrow loses the football.
The pass.
Offensively lucky there. try and start this drive in the air. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Smith. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 37-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
19-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
38-yard.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Teddy Bridgewater with 1 touchdown pass thus far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On the deep ball. Brings up a third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense. Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
1st down, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
And my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought
The
down.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Burrow's pass. Intended for.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple simple option, you've actually called that play.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 30.
Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Burrow, a gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot? And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Falcons 17. Bengals 10.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but... Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they work this out past the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the
A yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Here's Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. Burrow, 7 yards, the pick up there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the air again, Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Joe Burrow is sacked.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all... Time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Atlanta, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but they'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A loss of 11 yards.
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing deep for Galladay. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt the same.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 20. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
So they need to determine if...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
He was brought
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 21 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Montgomery. That's good for the Chiefs.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Swift underneath. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 63 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
To number 89.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
To try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
5-yard line.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
I don't know what the heck.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Recovered by Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Montgomery. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The tackle.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And 6.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
That's complete to Mooney.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On second down, Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. The pass It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
8 yards there on a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll give this one to Galladay. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a carry for Swift.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 10 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Recover it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Chicago.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And brought down, but not before. For they're inside the 25.
For the Chicago Bears.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They try again with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then he's back to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Devin Funchess, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
Keeps the score very
Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance, but it's just not meant to be.
today's.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Chicago, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Patriots taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tackled at the 29-yard.
Look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 19 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing to just move people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. He was covered by Giants.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Here's Newton. Harris has it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stop short of the goal.
It's definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Newton now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. David Njoku. First and 10, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with... On first down, it's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
So after the sack, here's second and 14. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away, and he's going to go down again. Logan Wilson, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
T. Higgins is the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Cincinnati.
To the air again, Burrow.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
24-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete to Tyler Boyd.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team.
handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had a free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A shotgun snap for Newton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Open man is Myers. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the gun, Newton stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Newton on first down. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. So we reach halftime here. And we now proceed to the start of the second half.
14.
Now Burrow on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Cincinnati.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing. On
1st and 10, Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Newton. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. From the gun, Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Fumble on the play.
Right there, the 3. 55. Right there, 55. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Newton. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts. And here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to...
On first down, Newton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you may want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mixon with a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Bengal first down.
On first down, Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh. Fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Soldier Field in Chicago. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bears take over. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We're a Chicago.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Saints.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Saints.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Saints 10, Bears 7.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
David Montgomery.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Julian Blackman in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this throw caught left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 2. At the
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And his throw is incomplete.
He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there.
And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
And again, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
And that's complete. Albert Okuebunam.
And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Goal to go.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. He was on point. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the ground, Kamara, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd and 4.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Can't do that. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. He's given him a little... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Kamara trying again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throw here out of the gun.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kyle Rudolph. His second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Going quickly out to the right side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says... They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
Oh, why are we doing this?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Montgomery. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
For the Bears field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
31.
That drive took him inside the 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. with a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
At the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
The stop. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Fourth down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Holding offense.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers take the ball. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
And it's third down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Space to maneuver at the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
The tackle.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Yeah, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from time. They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Johnson. That's good.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad. So then we'll find out if they can actually play.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On 2nd down, Mixon. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Third down.
Again, it's Burrow.
Yards to go.
And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A gain there of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air again, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Burrow going for it on 4th. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now it's Connor.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
The 36-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Connor. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
And 8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
10 yards.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And left from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Alex Highsmith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Thought they'd run the football there on 3rd and inches, decided to try to pass it, and obviously it did not pay off.
Yeah, that is conventional wisdom. You don't have far to go to pick up the first down. I wonder if they overthought it a little bit. Thought maybe they'd catch him napping and get a big play over the top. Instead, the sack occurred.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals... Now Burrow on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
1st down. Here's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes, right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier, Steven Nelson on the tackle. It's a gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's got daylight. The 30, past the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. They begin with a run by Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Lane.
First down pass.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Pittsburgh, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.